Hi everybody, happy Talk to Me Tuesday. I apologize in advance if this video is kind of shaky. It's because I'm in my room on my bed, and yeah, it's a very cozy bed, but it doesn't make for a very sturdy video. So I'm going to try to do as little of that as possible and move very, very gently. Okay, so I actually have things to show today, which is very exciting. So let's see, I guess I'll start with the amazing care package that I got from Alia. So I sent Alia a card the other day, just a little note and a sticker. I had won some really cute Supernatural Doctor Who crossover stickers from Shocking Blankets, who is an artist on Tumblr who does some really, really cute fandom art. And I thought that Ollie would like them because she is in those fandoms as well. So I sent her one and a note, and so I had mentioned, I think, on her Instagram, it's like, oh, I sent you a little something, and she responded, oh, I sent you a little something too. So I'm expecting an envelope, maybe a very small package. No, a box. I mean, it was gigantic, and it was relatively heavy, and I was super excited. It came, and I was home when it came, and I was really, really excited and just tore into it. So she sent me a couple things, and they were really, really sweet. For someone that I've only met once in real life, she knows me so well. I love her. So first, I think the first thing I opened was this little book. It's Poets of the English Language, and it's part of a series, it looks like. And it's just really funny that she sent me this one because it has some of my favorite British poets in it, like Blake and Emerson and Wordsworth and Keats. So that's really cool, and I fully intend to use this this year for some of my excerpts and make my students analyze some of them. So that was really sweet. I love books, especially slightly older books that smell deliciously of old paper and, you know, paper mold or whatever books smell like, but they're glorious. And she also, so if you don't know, Alia has the most amazing handwriting. Like, she writes like fonts on a computer. It's amazing. And so she made this sign, which I realize is backwards because of the camera. But it's a Jane Austen quote. We both love Jane Austen. It's from Northanger Abbey. And it says, "If adventures will not befall a young lady in her own village, she must seek them abroad." Which is, of course, quite true and something that I strive to live by. And it's funny, the color scheme works perfectly for my kitchen. And so it's hanging on the wall next to one of our tea shelves, so it's very appropriate. And then she also sent, but they're downstairs in the kitchen, a box of PG Tips tea, which is one of my favorite black teas, and I haven't gotten any in a long time, so that was really awesome, and a box of chocolate digestive biscuits so that we could have a long-distance tea party. So yay, thank you, Alia, you're so sweet. Your crafts are such a treasure, and I feel like I have a tiny little Alia craft hoard, and I love them. So yes, yay. Okay, so stuff that I have done, a couple, one big thing, couple small things, and then a quick call for suggestions. My biggest thing is I finished the Ravenclaw scarf for my student, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I mean, I just used a basic knit stitch. I got the fringe on the end. It kind of, I don't know, this one in particular, it kind of curled over on itself, but it's whatever. I probably could have made the fringe longer. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But it's, I think it's definitely plenty long enough. He's pretty short. And even on me, it's kind of long. So, I think the thing that I do that I could improve on with all my Hogwarts scarves when I make them is I make them too wide. They're pretty wide. I feel like the ones we see in the movies are pretty wide, and I think if you look at traditional, like, British prep school scarves, like, they often have the bicolor thing going on too. They're not completely unlike this. The only problem is it puckers when you wear it, which, whatever. It's not like, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. So I bought some brown packaging paper so I could tie it up with some ribbon and make it look like a proper package, and I might drop it off secretly at his house tomorrow or Wednesday. I want to do that before school starts as a kind of encouragement going on, because last year was pretty rough for this kid, so hopefully this year will be better. Although it does seem weird to gift a heavy scarf in August in North Carolina because it is hotter than Lucifer's jockstrap. Okay, so then let's see. Last fandom-y thing, I was making some bookmarks the other day, and I made myself a little Snape bookmark. I can teach you how to bottle fame, brew glory, and even put a stopper in death with a little Snape doodle. I just used some old scrapbooking paper for the back and laminated it with packing tape. If I was going to do this over again, which I'd like to, I love bookmarks. I use them. My friends use them. We read a lot. I would definitely use at least cardstock on the back and properly laminate them. But I made like 4. It didn't seem worthwhile to take it to the teacher's store and laminate it. So, and I made a bunch of these to give to friends. 4. I made 4 to give to friends. But decided to keep that one because I got my copy of Snape, The Definitive Reading by Lori Kim, who is one of my live journal friends, and it's a really good book. You can get it on Amazon, and it is obviously all about Snape, and it's very cool. And I think it's actually the Phantom and Stitches prize for this month, which, you know, sweet. So if you do any Phantom and Stitches patterns, you should post them to their Flickr group, and maybe you'll win a copy. So last thing that I made this weekend is our Pride Festival in Charlotte. June is usually like the official Pride month, LGBT Pride, but we don't do our big parade and festival until mid-August, so about this time. So, and I'm in a couple groups that participate in that. My choir. Of course, and then my PFLY group, which is Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. That's not really an accurate name anymore because we've expanded, but it's a good group with a lot of really good people. So this yesterday, I guess, past weekend, my friend, who's also a member of PFLY, came over because we needed to make posters, and our president bought a button maker and asked if we could make some buttons to give away at our booth during the festival. And we were like, oh my God, obviously we'll do that. And now I really want a button maker for Christmas. Just, Santa, if you're listening, that's what I really want for Christmas, is a button maker. It took us a couple tries to really get it right, which is sad because some of the first ones that we made were my favorite ones. I made these little phantom buttons. There's a Snape Pride button and bisexual Pride Hamilton, and I thought that the doodles turned out pretty cute, and they were one of the first ones that we put into the machine, and the crimping did not quite take. So, and this one in particular, I don't know if you can really, you can kind of see that, did not work out as it should. So that's disappointing. Also, we didn't realize that when you're making stuff with the button maker, it comes with a tool to cut out the circles from the paper, whatever paper you're going to use for the image of your button. But the circle is actually, bigger than the button because part of it gets crimped underneath when you attach it to the base. So like this Snape button had a whole pride flag and a little heart over here in the corner. It got cut off, so oh well. Also made just really simple asexual pride button. It's not, I sort of used a ruler. Obviously the gray is like super big, but I felt like I should have one for the festival because yay, it's me. And then our posters we made, we're gonna, on the day of the festival, we're gonna walk around and give out free hugs. Yay, free hugs. And at the parade, when we walk with our group, I made my poster using part of a Lin-Manuel Miranda quote from his Tony Six? Yes, Tony's acceptance speech. It was a lovely poem that he wrote, presented, and so I did it in the rainbow colors. Yay! And it says love is love is love is, etc., etc. I know it's backwards. So sorry, this is going on longer than I had intended. Last thing is a ask for those of you out there who, well, I guess for all of you. So the other day I happened upon, right in front of my house, a butterfly who had sadly expired and was being eaten by ants. It was pretty gross. But the wings were perfectly intact. I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And I was like, it seems stupid that these ants should, like, destroy these pretty wings. They're not going to eat the wings. They're going to eat its body. So, you know, disgusting person that I am, I grabbed my little X-Acto knife and tweezers and went outside and cut the wings off this dead butterfly because they were so pretty. And I thought I could surely do something crafty with these wings. You can't really see them. I don't necessarily want to take them out. I put them in a little bowl with saran wrap over it, and they're beautiful. So there's 4 of them because, you know, the upper wings and then the lower wings, and they're so pretty. And I guess I was wondering just what I could, like, how I could preserve them, because I don't have the whole butterfly, so I don't want to mount them because they're just the wings. I don't have the body, so I'm not gonna like mount the entire butterfly. So, you know, I don't know if they're gonna degrade. Like, obviously the body would, but the wings, like, are they gonna get gross if I like put them in a shadow box? I don't know if I want to put them in a shadow box. It'd be really cool to make like jewelry out of them or something. But, you know, what do you use with that? Like resin? Is there, I don't know. Like, I know nothing about jewelry making. Just maybe if anybody has any ideas about how to preserve it in a cool way, and maybe a way that is semi-useful, like not even just jewelry, but like, you know, could I make like a paperweight out of it? Or could I, like, I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. But I feel like they ought to be used somehow because they're very, very pretty. And I would hate for them to go to waste. So that's all for me. This week well, today is Monday. Actually, I'm recording this on a Monday, and we started our work days, which, oh God, I can't believe it's another year already. So we get kids next week, next Thursday. So I still have a little over a week without children, but I am in panic mode now because I'm like, oh my God, I feel like, even though this is my 7th year teaching, I feel so unprepared. Like, I can't fathom if I had kids in my classroom tomorrow, I don't know what I would do with them. So wish me luck. And I'm going to try to not disappear again just because the school year started. I may not have a lot to show, but I'll try to poke in and share at least a couple things and respond to videos. So I hope you guys are all well and having a lovely week, and I will see you next week. Bye!